Welcome to Let's Talk with God's Girl. I am your host, Ophelia Fuller, and I am so excited once again. This is episode number 2, y'all. We're going to see how far we're going to let this thing go. Whatever the Lord say, that's what we're going to do. Today, I have with me the lovely Tawanna LaShay.
Hi, how you doing?
I am so pleased to have you here with us. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna shake
Me
all
too.
that out.
It's all right. Me too. But it's gonna be all right. Because we're gonna do what the Lord say do.
Yes.
And we're just gonna allow God to lead us through this.
Yes.
And whatever the Lord needs for us to say to the people, that's what we're gonna do.
That's what
we're going to do. But Tawanna is here with me today. As you all know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and she is a survivor, y'all.
Praise be to God.
Praise be to God. So how many years have you been a survivor?
This year makes 12.
12 years?
12 years. 12 years.
That is wonderful. So how does it feel to have made it 12 years?
Girl, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing because I know that so many didn't. I've had some very close loved ones that left with transition. Let me rephrase that.
Yes.
On last year with breast cancer. So I count it all joy. I know that God is keeping me and I have a purpose, and I plan to continue to listen to his ear to fulfill the purpose that he has, the reason why I'm still here.
Absolutely. Because this journey is never just for us.
No.
And that is what we want to make sure that we're clear about, that no matter what the situation is, whether it's breast cancer or any type of cancer, any type of affliction, tribulations, trial, whatever the case may be, struggle, it's never really just for you.
Right.
Because guess what? On the other end of that, you're going to have a testimony. And we're supposed to share our testimonies to free someone else, to save someone else.
Yes.
So being that you're here still able to share your testimony, you are doing what God has purposed you to do in that manner by sharing your testimony.
Yes, I believe that. I truly believe that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about just a little bit about your diagnosis. How did that come about? Was it just a regular mammogram, or did you find a lump? How did that go for you?
Well, actually, I found my lump. I was getting ready to go to work one morning, and I was putting on deodorant, and I felt something. I felt the at the time, just was a lump that I was thinking about, and I went to work. And I asked one of the girls at work, I said, you have to be careful these days. But it was somebody that I felt comfortable with. And I asked her, did she feel what I felt? And she was like, yeah, I feel it. And at that time, I was 39, almost 40. And so when I went in to have my annual check with my doctor, I let her know that...
it's okay. Her phone is ringing, y'all, but it's all right. We're gonna keep it moving.
So at that time, I went to the doctor and had my annual checkup, and I let my doctor know, what I had felt. And like I said, at that time it was age 40, and she then gave me an order to have my mammogram.
Okay.
Had the mammogram, and it came back suspicious. And then, so then we had to set up the biopsy. Biopsy came back, and it was cancerous. I really can't say really how I felt. But honestly, to this day, I never was like thinking I was gonna die.
Right.
To me, it was never like a death sentence. I tell people all the time, I don't know whether it was I had that much faith in God, or I just was naive.
Yeah.
It may have been a little bit of both.
Right.
But when it came back, the biopsy came back, and I ended up having invasive stage 2 ductal carcinoma.
Okay.
So at that point, had to make some decisions. So many times, people feel like, and it's just my personal belief. No doctor never told me this, but feel like when you get a diagnosis of any type, you feel like, especially breast cancer, male or female, you feel like if you take the breast away, you take away the cancer. But we have a chest, and yes, the breast houses the chest. Yes. So your chest, this is your chest, is just as the women it grows out. So sometimes that is, everybody's case is different.
Exactly.
So sometimes just automatically just going straight to the decision to remove doesn't necessarily mean that you're removing the cancer. So
that's correct.
I had, of course, I did the BRCA test to see was it genetic, and it wasn't. At that time, I decided to just remove my lump.
Okay.
So I went in and had the surgery done. Had 11 lymph nodes removed. One came back positive out of that. So when she removed the lump, she didn't get enough. She didn't get enough out.
Okay.
So when you have the surgery, they can do, I guess, what you would call like a small pathological report, or just run it on the microscope or whatever. But until they actually send, the tissues and everything off, that's when they found out whether did we get it all or we didn't get it all. So in my case, she didn't get it all.
Okay.
So I had to go back in. She went in that same incision, and she took out 10 more. So at that time, those came back negative. So I went in. So I had to have actually 2 surgeries a month apart. As far as my treatment, I did, of course, removing the lump. I did 6 weeks of radiation, and then I took the chemo pill.
Really?
So I took the chemo pill, and then I did, mine was estrogen driven. So then I did the hormone therapy for 5 years as well.
Now, how was the chemo pill? Did you still have some of those side effects?
I had all the side effects.
You had all the side effects. Okay.
Yes, I had all the side effects itself. It just wasn't, the invasiveness of having to have the port and all of that. But yeah, the hair loss and all of that. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So was there a reason why you chose to do the pill? Was it your decision, or was that your oncologist's decision?
Well, she recommended, and I agreed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, let's back up just a little bit.
Okay.
Now, you said that you found your lump one morning putting on deodorant. Were you one of those type of people that did self-examinations anyway, or?
Yes, yes, because I've always, not always, but as a young adult, I've had large breasts.
Okay.
So it was always recommended, and I felt necessary to have my checks, do my checks.
Okay.
So that was just something that I was accustomed to doing.
Okay.
So yeah, but at that time, I didn't feel it doing that examination, because the majority of the time you got your hand, you laying back, back, whatever. But this is actually just putting on deodorant and feeling it underneath the arm.
Yes.
Type deal.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Yeah. And we do want to make sure that we encourage people to do those monthly self-checks.
Yes.
Especially, they tell you, especially if you have a history of breast cancer or cancer in your family. Yes. Let me tell y'all something. It doesn't matter, because anybody can get cancer. Yes. Anybody can get cancer.
Any age.
At any age.
Yes.
Because we had Lakeitha Russo on last week, and of course she was around the same age as you as well. And of course, the back then the normal age for them to even recommend that you get a mammogram was 45.
Right.
So you really do, number one, have to do your self checks, and number two, be an advocate for yourself. You're going to hear us say this many times over, but you really do have to be an advocate for yourself, especially if your insurance or your doctor, don't want to move forward with you having a mammogram.
And one thing I've learned too, that people don't realize, that if you're not of age to get a mammogram through your insurance, if you have something suspicious going on, whether you've had a reduction or you having, some type of milk leakage or anything that you feel like that it caused alarm, your doctor also, instead of writing you an order to have a routine mammogram, he can order you a diagnostic mammogram.
Yes.
And that way your insurance will pay for it because they're looking for something in particular. It's just not a routine mammogram.
That's good information, because I'm sure many people don't know that.
Yeah.
So that's great information to know.
Yeah. So yeah, that I've told a couple of young ladies that they're having kind of issues, and well, my insurance won't pay for it, my doctor won't write it or whatever. But if they write it as a diagnostic, then the insurance should pay for it.
Right. Now, as far as your family, she is a mom and she is a grandmother, y'all.
Yes, for them bad guys.
Yeah, 4 grandbabies.
Well, not bad guys, sweet guys.
Yeah. So did you have any grandchildren at the time of your diagnosis?
No, at the time of my diagnosis, I was divorced. Child was in college.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out life.
I know the feeling.
And boom, bam, boom. So no, at the time it was just me and Tavares.
Okay.
And I was trying to get him to stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
But
and he's in college. Was he away at college?
He was away at college. He was at Fort Valley State.
Okay.
So yeah, he was down there in Perry. And so yeah, he was away.
Okay. So how was that for him? Did you bring him home to share the diagnosis with them?
Well, I did. It was kind of weird because, well, not weird, it's just life. When people care about you. Mm-hmm. It was like everyone I told, all my family and friends, I had to reassure them, like, I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Usually how we're the ones sick, and we gotta take care of everybody else.
So I need you to, told him, I need you to I need you to stay focused, because Mama gonna be okay.
Yeah,
Mama gonna be okay. So, but my mom, my sister, brothers, close girlfriends, I didn't miss a beat.
So it sounds like you had a really great support system. I've been seeing and reading about Team LaShay.
Yeah,
for
Team
years.
LaShay.
Let's talk about Team LaShay. Now, how did that happen?
Well, when I first got diagnosed, I was a part of this support group.
Okay.
And I never felt, pretty much, whether it was family, friends, or just someone that was close to me or someone that I've known through in the past that had been diagnosed, I never felt alone. So once, of course, I had the diamonds, you had the why me, everybody go through all those stages. Mm-hmm. But as far as feeling like, when I did have those moments, that there wasn't anybody there. Now, whether you decide to reach out to that person or to let those people be there for you, that's a whole nother situation. Yes. So once I was back in the routine of life and been able to pick myself up and go on with my day-to-day life, then I felt like, let me reach back. Let me try to pour at least a portion of what I've been privileged to have during this difficult time in my life to someone else.
Yes.
So it started out, I would make these little baskets, and I would go from store to store around September, October, gather up all the things that I could get that had breast cancer, something pink or anything like that. And I would put, at the time it started out, it used to be like the throw and the neck pillow and maybe some socks or something like that, just to let somebody know, I'm here, a word of prayer. I would do fundraisers, I still do. And if money allows, then we try to help out with co-pays and things to that nature, whatever. And each year, God has just grown and grown, and it's grown and it's grown into what it is today. But we do the walks every year. And it's like every year God puts me in a different direction with this. So it was like last year.
So each year He's elevating you.
He's elevating me.
Stop running from stuff. Stop running from stuff. We're gonna make her stop running, y'all.
So last year it was more of a cancer in all colors.
Okay.
So last year I wanted to rally around, not just, even though, October was the month for breast cancer. Anybody, share love to anybody, let people know whatever, you there's somebody, I'm here if you need me, no matter what, you're going through, whatever.
Because cancer is cancer.
Because cancer is cancer. So that was kind of the direction it went, cancer in all colors type deal last year. And so this year, and let me back up, because I have a great work family too. My work family, they support me as well. I do from the popcorns to the treats to the raffle off a basket to whatever, and they just let me, just have my way and support. Have been doing it since year one. You know what I'm saying?
That's fantastic.
And so I take those funds, and like I said, I go and I buy different things that, that I feel like someone that's, going through would need to comfort, and throughout the year. So I rally up, October, doing different fundraisers and things to get the revenue. But at any given time, I try to have things to share. We don't want anyone to get diagnosed, but that's just the world we live in. It's in the food, and in the medicines, is in the the air we breathe. So, at any time someone, and I don't have to know the person. I don't have to, it's not about, it's not about me. It's about letting whoever know that I'm here. And so, people call, any different times of the year saying, okay, my friend or my mom or my friend mama or my girl, has been diagnosed, and they always say, what's the charge? It's no charge. You know what I mean? It's no charge. And if you want to give me a donation so that I can be able to bless another person, then that's fine. But it's no charge on anything that I do to bless, others or whatever. But so this year we is doing Team LaShay is putting on the Beyond the Battle.
Yes. So
October the 12th, we're having a brunch.
October the 12th, y'all.
We're having a brunch.
A brunch, you get to eat. You gotta pay for it though.
Yes, so with this being my 12th year, I have 12 ladies.
Okay.
I don't go mind. I have 12 ladies that I'm going to honor and give back. And so this year it was more of what's now.
Yes.
What after the diagnosis, after the treatments, after this, after that, what is life looking like now? Maybe at that time, someone, you can share the story, be like, there is hope after this. There is life after this. There is peace after this. There is life after this,
Exactly.
And so some person may, be there that needs to know, know those things. So so that's the kind of direction that I'm on now is life after, beyond the battle.
Yes. And I think that's I really think that's a wonderful take on the journey,
Mm-hmm.
because we do often, oftentimes it is just focused on the diagnosis, the treatments that we've gone through.
Mm-hmm.
But then there is, okay, so what's next?
Right.
What's next? Now, one thing about it, cancer doesn't wait for your life to be all smooth when you got a break or whatever the case may be. As she said, she was going through a divorce, trying to figure life out, and then boom,
right,
here comes cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your valley moments.
Right.
You have your valley moments. Mm-hmm. But then you get through those valley moments.
Yes.
So what comes after that?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we do need to sometimes focus on, more so than the battle itself.
Correct.
Because, and I keep my eyes keep going to your shirt.
Oh yes, this is my logo.
Yes,
this is what I put on my basket.
Yes, and but it says I am healed.
Yes,
it says I am healed, y'all.
Yes,
and that's the number one thing. You have to already believe that you are healed. So when you're going through that valley moment, on the other side, you already know you're healed. So that's after the battle.
Yes.
After the battle, you're healed.
Oh yes.
And after you're healed, you can start back living.
Yes.
In the way that you think you should already be living. Some people think that life has to stop, but life does not have to stop just because you have cancer. I know it didn't stop for me. Did it stop for you?
It didn't stop for me.
Thank you.
It didn't stop for me.
You were just going through a little valley.
That's all.
And when you got through, but you still kept on living.
Oh yes.
And that's what I'm hearing. That's what this brunch is about. That you're gonna have these hard times. Yeah, you're gonna go through some stuff. But after that, then what?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because Emmanuel live, I expect victory every time. Believe.
Yes. Believe. And that's what you absolutely have to do. You have to believe that you're going to live. You have to believe that you are healed. You have to believe that God is with you through it all.
Yes.
You have to believe. You have to believe. So do you have any encouraging words that you want to share with anyone that may be going through, or even a caregiver? Because I've seen your team, and I've seen how they support you. So even from the caregiver side, because I can tell that they love you so much.
And I love them too. But I just, one thing that I feel like helped me was the fact that early detection is the key. You need to listen to your body. You need to act on anything that you may think that's going on with you. You need to be your own patient advocate. So many times I said that we are unlearned because, we pay the doctors. So if not necessarily you can jump from doctor to doctor, he ain't talking like you wanted to talk. But if you feel like you're not getting the best care, then it's okay. It's okay to find you another doctor. Yes. So that you can make sure that you are getting the best care that you can possibly get during this difficult time in your life. So I'll just say, be your own patient advocate. Make sure you listen to your body, and early detection is definitely the key.
Yes. Yeah. And after the battle, after the battle,
you shall live.
You shall live
and not die.
And not die.
To declare the works of the Lord.
To declare the works of the Lord.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's touch on that for just a quick moment. Did your relationship with God, did it grow deeper during this time? I'm sure you saw God in every moment.
Yes.
So how important was it for you just to know that not only God was there for you, but that you had people praying for you. Because sometimes that's all we need is a prayer.
Yes.
Sometimes, you know.
Well, not only did it get stronger in my faith had to grow that I would be healed. Mind you, I told you I was single.
Yes.
I was out of work a whole year.
Yes.
So I had to depend on God to be my source, my real source, to be able to take care of me and that boy that was down there in college that was begging every time he called on the telephone.
So he was probably hungry. Because they eat up something in college, y'all. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, it really tested my faith in many ways.
I can imagine it was one of those moments, valley moments where you literally, like people talk about it, but they don't understand it till they really go through it, where you literally have to depend on God for all things.
Yes.
For all things, for your healing, for your provision.
Yes.
For all things. All things. Even taking care of your son while he's away in college.
Right.
Because I'm sure there were times where you probably wanted to get to him and you couldn't because you just didn't have necessarily the energy.
And and even with that, it was like he wanted to come so many times, and I knew, no, you just stay, just stay. And the one that I would push him away, but I wanted him to continue to stay focused. Yes. I needed him to stay focused on what he needed to do. So, yeah.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen,
yes,
not just during the month of October, it is breast cancer awareness every day.
Yes, every day.
Every day. You need to be doing your self-checks. You need to make sure that you are, as she said, being an advocate for yourself, asking for certain tests. Even if you want to change doctors, change your doctor if you have to. I actually recently did that with my primary care doctor. I actually did that. Yeah. I really did. So, and you can do that. Like but people may not know that. Yeah. People may not know that. But just make sure that you are being an advocate for yourself.
Yeah, you have to, because I remember not doing the cancer, but just a routine, yearly visit. I had to tell my doctor, I said, I need you to give me that same attention that you gave your very first client, your very first patient this morning. I need you to give me that same attention. Just because I have the late appointment, I don't need you coming here rushing through what you got going on with me. I need that same. And he was like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Because
I'm listening. You have to make them be aware. Yes. You have to make them be aware. Okay, I need that. This is my life. Yes. I don't care if it's just a finger, a tip, or whatever. You have to make sure, and you have to, not be afraid to have those conversations.
And you're so right. That's why I like morning appointments, because I know by the end of the day, you just may not get the best care. So I get that. That's real. That's real. So any events that you're going to be participating in, we know that she has her brunch October
the 12th.
October the 12th.
At 1 o'clock.
At 1 p.m. Want to get the location?
It's at 14 Old Atlanta Road, Hampton, Georgia.
And there is a fee, y'all, but it's going to be a great event. I'm planning on being there myself. And even if you don't want to go, still donate. Donate, because she does things throughout the year. It's so important to donate to a smaller organization. So donate, even if you can't make it. Purchase a ticket for somebody.
Yes. Bless someone else.
Bless someone else. And you can find her on Facebook
at Tawanna LaShay Jackson, and Instagram Tawanna_LaShay_Jackson.
Any other events that you're going to be attending or participating in?
On next Saturday, October the 5th, we're doing the Making Strides. We do that every year as well, and it's in Atlanta.
Okay. And are you available for speaking engagements or things of that nature?
Always.
Y'all heard her? She's available. She's available. I have enjoyed you though.
I enjoyed you too, even though my apologies for this phone. I turned the phone off, but then turned the watch off. So okay.
It's okay. We were still able to get out the information necessary to people. So that's all we wanted to do. But I thank you so much.
I thank you for having me.
My pleasure.
And I love you.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You know I love you. You already know. Y'all, I've been pushing her to do some things, but she know what's coming for her. Yes. She know what's coming for her. But we thank you all for taking the time out to watch this episode again. Please be aware, not just of breast cancer, just your body in general. Take care of this temple that God has blessed you with. So, until next time, until we meet again, love and light to you all. That's it. That's all. I am God's girl. See y'all next time.